Good morning, everybody. Thank you for stopping by Healing Conversations with Z. And I am Zuri Bibi. And I'm here with the morning sacred geometry message of the day. But before I begin, I would like to thank two new subscribers, Maggie Stormont and Jacqueline Williams. Thank you both for subscribing. I'm hoping that the information that I give you will be food for your soul and that it's something that you can share with others to help them with their journey, with their path, because that's what this page is for. I'm here to help you all get into union with yourself and help you deal with your inner child so that you can get in union with yourself. Because once you get in union with yourself, meaning when you know who you are and where you've come from, then you can think about getting with your masculine as a twin flame. Then you can begin working your mission, obtaining your bliss, all the wishes of your heart's desire. I was going to read something out of my book, but last night I was reading and a lot of that stuff, that wasn't anything I wanted to share. But right before I dozed off, I got sleepy. It started talking about Thoth. And most people say Toth or Thoth, but the way that you say his name is Thoth with a long O. And I'm going to write some things about him. Most people, when you say that he's the Egyptian god with the bird head, from my understanding, what I do remember, what I read, he invented writing. He is the god that created writing on papyrus, which is the first form of paper that was used as writing on ancient Egyptian times. But that's all I'm going to really share about him, per se, because it was more to it, but I fell asleep and I need to reread it and write notes on it so that I can be clear on what I'm explaining to you all. I don't want to give you wrong information. So, earlier today, before I did get on here, I have I keep talking about these decks I bought. I've shared 2 decks, but I have like 3 other decks that I kept. It's been maybe a week or 2. I finally opened one of the other decks. It's of the Kabbalistic style, sort of like the Thoth deck, and I have that deck too. I have the tiny version of it. They're real small, very, very, very small cards. I like them, but I think I'm gonna buy a larger set because the pictures are not as vivid on my little tiny deck. When I look at other people's deck, when they put those cards out, I like the pictures. I like the visuals. I'm a visual person, so I probably will get them. And I may actually, when I do that, that's a good idea. I may use those 2 decks and use one to clarify the other. That'd be interesting. But anyway, I was reading about the decks, and it was showing the Kabbalistic way that they place the cards, to do a reading. And I thought that was really interesting, and it talked about the numbers and things like that. I have to really spend some more time with the cards. I mean, I actually did touch them today. I took them off the wrapping paper, so that's a start. And so I'm beginning my bond with them. So as soon as I really feel comfortable with them, I'll pull them out. I have another deck that's a little bit more in depth, and I know I'm going to need more time for that deck because it has way more information on it, and I really have to look at it. But I think if I start with the Thoth deck, that Further Death deck, it will help me deal with that deck because that deck has that information and then some. It's a lot of information on that deck, and it's of the Kabbalistic style, but like I said, it's a little bit more in depth. And I need to study to show myself approved before I bring the deck out and start trying to read with it. And I don't really know what's going on it. I don't like sounding unknowledgeable about things. So that's what's coming in the future. Not sure what, how it is in your area, but it's pretty hot here. And I got a few errands to do today. I will be coming back to do more readings. I do have a musical message. We'll see if I'm gonna be squawking today, or or you know if it's gonna be right today. I don't care, because I know what I really can do. So it's it is what it is. I'm just trying to get the message out. So let me shuffle a few more times, and here we go. Let's cut the deck. Let's see what's gonna happen. What is our sacred geometry message of the day? What is the message of the day? What should we all be focusing on? Sacred geometry reading message of the day. Guess I shuffled you all too much. Let's see. Oh, there we go. All right. Oh, it was upside down. I'm going to leave it. It's number 11, and it's called Sri Yantra. 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 But it's upside down. Kind of looks like a TV, an old TV. And it has all those triangles in it. And these look like those, the bottom of those vases, flower vases. But that is a mandala circling it. I don't know if you all can see what I'm doing. I'm trying to look at it and not have my hair get in the way of the camera. But there's a square here, and then there are little rectangles. And it's like little flowers. And it's like flower mandala, and there's colors in here. So let's see what that's about. Never seen this card before. Wow. Meditation. Sri Yantra. Meditation. I'll read it, and then I'll read what it means reverse, because this card is reversed. From the Hindu tantric tradition comes the Sri Yantra, or great object. Its 9 interlocking triangles, those triangles, form a powerful symbol for meditation. The proportions of the largest triangle are the same as each face on the Great Pyramid at Giza in Egypt. The dimensions of that pyramid conform to the divine proportion of the 5 ratio. The math and mysticism involved in the exploration of sacred geometry create ever-expanding connections as we begin to see a multitude of cross-cultural influences. This becomes common ground for art, science, and spirit. The rings of the lotus petals surrounding the square with 4 doors represent boundaries within which consciousness resides. Oh wow, so these are the 4 doors of consciousness. And these lotus petals, which are called petals, lotus petals are the boundaries of this the 4 doors of consciousness. Drawing this card suggests you may find yourself needing protection or a break from the chaos and overstimulation of the outside world. Use this Sri Yantra as an ordered space within which to find the peace you require. By your intention, move into the symbol and experience time as a place of stillness in the eternal now. Breathe deeply as you focus your attention on the simplicity of each triangle, moving from the largest to the smallest at the center, and then from the smallest to the largest and back into your daily life. May peace surround you. Now that's if it's this way. What I just read is if, you know, you're supposed to do if it's this way. But the card is upside down. So I'm going to read what it means upside down. Reversed means you are especially in need of a quiet, meditative space in which to reestablish your connection to self and spirit. Use the Sri Yantra as a mechanism to help you find this eternal internal peace. So apparently, you need a lot of peace. Maybe it's a lot of, you need to meditate, and you need to meditate a serious meditation, not just a little bit. You need to go into your sacred space and really go deep within. Because let me see, it says the rings of the lotus petal and the surrounding square with 4 doors represent boundaries within the consciousness reside. And drawing this card suggests you may find yourself needing protection or a break from the chaos. So we don't need the protection. We need a quiet space. It says we need a break from the chaos and stimulation from the outside world. So you need that. They're saying especially, so you specifically need to go and get into a reflective, meditative space so that you can find your internal peace. Because apparently there's a lot of chaos going on around you. Now, when you do this while it's upside down, you're supposed to breathe deeply as you focus your attention on the simplicity of each triangle. And I can see them. There's a big triangle. I don't know. Yeah, I guess I am. There's a big triangle there. And then there's a big triangle there. And then they go down, all the way until you go into the center. And so you need to breathe deeply as you focus your attention on the simplicity of each triangle, moving from the largest to the smallest at the center, and then from the smallest to the largest and back into your daily life. And to do that, they're saying may peace surround you. Wow, that's a good message. So that's the message of today. Sri Yantra. Meditation. So I hope this information finds you in a good place, and if not, it's telling you to get into your meditative space so you can get things back in order. Until that is the end of our reading. So until we meet again, you all have a wonderful day. Take care. Peace.